Simon Middleton is a busy man. Newly appointed as head 15s and 7s coach for England women, he's got the 2017 World Cup in his sights and the Rio Olympics. He's at the helm of one of England's most successful sporting programmes, but is the job too much for one man?
No, I don't think so, because it's not just going to be me. There's a lot of support out there for me. We're in the process of recruiting a lead and assistant coach for the 15s. I've got Susie Appleby and other support coaches working with the 7s. So it's very much not about me or one person doing it. I'm just really looking forward to it. So I think it's a role that is certainly manageable.
Middleton and his team have high ambitions for both forms of the game. For 7s, the ultimate prize is Rio, with a year and a half left to put together a side capable of getting there and of getting on the podium.
So we want to make sure we keep developing the squad as we go along, and we increase the experience of the players who are in the squad. So, we're focused on Rio, of course we are, and getting the results to get us there. But we don't want to get there with players who don't have any World Series experience at all. So we're building the experience of the squad. Also making sure that we look at the makeup of the squad at the moment. We started with 20 contracted players. But we've got some really good players pushing through, and do we need to adjust that squad? Is there any areas that we're missing that we need to address? So lots of questions within the big picture for the 7s, but Rio is obviously the main target.
And he's no less ambitious when it comes to the 15s code. He's after nothing less than a successful defence of their World Cup title.
In terms of the 15s, it's very much a development process at the moment. Our goal is to retain the World Cup in 2017. We came off the back of the World Cup this year with 6-7 retirements of really senior players. And clear areas within the squad that we knew we had to strengthen, and that's what we've done. We've looked at the EPS squad, what we need, the players we've got, the players we know will be available in 2017, notwithstanding injury, and then the players who we need to challenge them at this point, to underpin the squad, and to bring the areas of the game that A, we've lost by the retirements, and B, we think we needed to add anyway to the squad. So Six Nations is about developing players this year for us.
Unlike his predecessors, Middleton now has a professional element to his squads. 20 England 7 stars are now full-time rugby players, something he says has made a huge difference.
The physical side of it has been massive. To be able to work with them day in, day out on developing their physical capacity is a huge advantage. We found last year that we were a side who could make semi-finals but couldn't get any further. We couldn't win the big games at the end. We lost a lot of games at the end, and we couldn't finish the competition strong. This year we've got the capacity. We are finishing the competition strong, and that comes down to our physical conditioning. So that's a huge part of it. And the other thing is obviously developing the individual player skill and the synergy of the team, the dynamics of the team, and making sure that we get the right balance, and we're able to play a multifaceted game, which is what we're working on at the moment. You can only do that if you've got time to invest, which is what we're doing.
So is it a case of 7s versus 15s? And will chasing Olympic medals hamper England's efforts to remain world champions? Not according to the head coach.
We want success in both 7s and 15s, and we'll be using crossover of players, crossover of coaching staff, and just drawing on all the resources we have, which aren't massive in terms of players, which is why it's so important to make sure we have that crossover. We don't have the capacity to specialise in one and the other, so you can rest assured our goal is to get to the Olympics and do well. It's to retain the World Cup in 2017, and to do that we have to have consistency in both 7s and 15s, and be fully committed to 7s and 15s, and we are.
Medals, World Series and World Cups is going to be a busy 2 years for Simon Middleton and his squads.